197 pounds in the Big 12. There has been great variability over the last several years. From 2019, Preston Weigel of Oklahoma State, followed by Noah Adams of West Virginia. The wild ride that was the short tenure of A.J. Ferrari at Oklahoma State, and last year, Stephen Buchanan of Wyoming. This year, it's Tanner Sloan, the senior out of South Dakota State, against Rocky Elam, the sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri. For Sloan, this is his fourth straight year as either the #1 or #2 seed here at the Big 12 Championships, now qualifying for the fourth time to go to the NCAA Championships, trying to become an All-American for the first time as well. Rocky Elam, he's only wrestled 10 matches this year. Last year was 19-5 heading into the Big 12 Championships. An All-American for the second time in 2022 on the podium. His brother Zach finished third here this year, heavyweight for the Tigers as they get ready to go at 197 pounds in what should be a good matchup. Well, Tanner Sloan, Anthony, was one of the more interesting semifinal matches yesterday. He knocked off the #4 seed Luke Serber of Oklahoma State. Up 6-0 after the first period. Rode for all but 30 seconds in the first. Finished with 5 minutes, 5 seconds of riding time. One of just 2 semifinal matchups that ended up being a major decision.
Yeah, Sloan's a really fun guy to watch. He's super aggressive on his feet, but on top, he can be devastating. He doesn't just look to ride and hold on to you. He looks to attack you, whether it's with the crossface, tilts, cradles. He's active and he's aggressive, so it's going to be a fun match to watch. Elam's got some good offense on his feet. You can see the length of Elam. That can really pose problems for his opponents, trying to get in on those shots deep. So we'll see the styles here and who can implement their strategy on the other opponent.
Elam has been a conference champion before, as Missouri has navigated its way from the Big 12, departing for a 9-year stint in the Mid-American Conference, and now in its second year back as an affiliate member of the Big 12. So 2021, their last year in the MAC, Elam was a conference champion there.
You see right now, no shots, but both guys are being extremely active in the ties, working for inside control. They're hand fighting on that far side. Staying active, looking for those setups. Nice little fake there. And that's the key to getting an effective takedown against the tougher opponents. You got to set it up. So that's what they're working on right now, working on that setup, trying to move their opponent, gain an advantage in the position, get them off balance, to set that shot up so they can get in deep.
And there goes Sloan in the first. Elam quickly back to his feet.
Looked like Sloan slipped a little bit, kind of started forward, but good recovery there and good defense by Elam, getting up to his feet and back into position. Now Elam, he likes to circle to his, he likes to attack his right side. So I'm interested to see if he can get that attack going. But you see Sloan, he's working to control that hand. Elam clears it, getting on that leg right there. Let's see if he can finish. See, Elam's doing a nice job. If he got in on that leg right away, got off his knees, had his hips in, chest high. But good defense there by Sloan, fending off that attack.
What's the key to getting out of that when Elam's trying to shelf the leg?
We just got to keep your composure, attack those hands, and try to get your heel down to the mat. And you know, against a guy like Elam, who's extremely lengthy, that can be tough to do. But impressive job there by Sloan. And right away, he didn't hesitate. He went in for the attack, or he went in for the defense mode, right? He turned on his defense brain, said, "Okay, I'm going to battle and attack those hands, get to where I need to be to keep myself safe from giving this takedown up."
Down to 30 in the first period, scoreless here at 197 pounds, their third weight class of the night.
You see again the hand fighting going on there. Sloan trying to control that right wrist, right hand of Elam. Elam's doing the wrist rolls, trying to get it clear so he can set up that shot to the side that he likes. So both guys have their strategy. They know what the strengths are. It all starts with the hand fighting. Oh, beautiful high C there by Elam, switching out to the double. Wasn't awarded, but I like how he changed it up. Attack both sides of the body.
So Sloan had that huge victory over Luke Serber, the only other victory that was not by decision was at heavyweight in the semis, and Rocky Elam over younger Bastida over Iowa State 6-0 in the semis. His only defeat of the season for Elam was against Luke Serber, who Sloan defeated yesterday. And that was at Gallagher-Iba Arena early February in a match that came down to riding time to decide the victory.
Speaking of riding time, that's something that Elam does a great job of, is riding in that top position. He's got the length. You see he's working that spiral, driving forward on his toes with his right knee. He's blocking, keeping pressure on the hands of Sloan and following those hips, staying active.
Building it up now here to start the second as he hits 30 seconds of riding time.
Green. Wrestle here, Green, you got it. Red. Always working to improve, guys.
Brian Smith has been tremendous in building this Missouri program, 25 years at the helm, and going for conference title 12 in a row this year. Really remarkable what Tiger-style wrestling has become. Love the article recently that came out about their program and their wrestling room on the 4th floor of their building. And there is an elevator, but everybody takes the stairs as a small symbol of how hard they want to work all the time.
It's the mentality you got to have to reach the top of that podium. I love it. See right there, hard-fought escape by Sloan. Up to his feet. Let's see if he can get some attacks going. Now, he's been fending off the shots and the setups of Elam, but he's got to get to his own offense.
Fingers, get out of there. Get out of there. Come on, wrestle!
It's like they've seemingly got each other's game plans coming into this one. Whatever shot has been attempted has been thwarted by the other. And so an effective 1-1 score here, but that riding time can certainly change going into the third. Looking ahead to the middle of this week in the NBA, a doubleheader starts in New Orleans. Brandon Ingram and the Pelicans hosting Luka and the Mavs at 7:30 Eastern. And then out to LA, Pascal Siakam and the Raptors taking on Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern. Doubleheader in the NBA on Wednesday. Third period here, 197 pounds, the Big 12 championships. Tanner Sloan with a 1-0 lead over Rocky Elam of Missouri.
Talking about strategy, it was Elam's choice going into this third period. He elected to go neutral. And as I mentioned earlier, Sloan is extremely tough on top. He can be a force to reckon with there. So Elam said, okay, you know, I'm not going to go down there. Let's go to my feet. I'm going to get this done with my offense. So I'm looking for him to start firing off some shots. And this next minute and 15 seconds, he's got to go for a takedown.
Elam out of the collar tie, dips down. Sloan sprouts away.
Hands, guys. Clean them up. Get out of there.
45 seconds left in the third. The riding time for Elam crucially sitting at exactly a minute.
Both guys leaning, kind of pressing forward, just really creating that angle for the shot just yet. Kind of keeping that defense up. Let's see who's willing to commit to the first attack.
Does this feel like to you more of who's going to blink here?
Yeah, looks like I'm going to wait for you to shoot, and I'm going to work my counter. So
nobody making a move here as the third comes to a close. And off we go into sudden victory as Elam, how about that? Exactly a minute, and that earns him extra 2 minutes. Sudden victory here, this 2-minute period. First score wins it.
So we saw earlier Elam attack both sides of the body. He had that hit inside single on the right. He's got a nice IC to his left side. So see if he can get to that offense. Tanner Sloan also has a nice little slide by. He's working those ties, but again, just that length of Elam can pose a problem. Getting that the distance, you need to shorten that distance to get those things. So it looks like he's having some difficulty closing that gap.
This match has been somewhat the equivalent of a 4-way stop sign. 4 cars sitting there. Everybody's waiting to see who's going to go. Almost trouble there for Elam.
Good job, Elam, getting his composure back, squaring up his hips, putting that defense on.
A minute gone in sudden victory. That's really the only shot.
See, that's that high seat that he likes to his left side. Just that leg was a little bit too far away. Wasn't able to get the penetration that he wanted, but it's there. If he gets into that tie, he can set it up, find the angle a little bit better.
Guys, clean.
It's been a lot of head and hands here through almost 9 minutes with Sloan and Elam. And 2 minutes of sudden victory, nothing decided.
Yep. Green. Green to first, his choice. Red, bottom.
All right, and here in the tiebreak period, it'll be Sloan on bottom to start.
Set. Green. Stay set.
How quickly can he get out?
Nice mat return there by Elam on the edge of the mat. He's working back into that claw.
Improve this.
Has a spiral in as well, keeping his toes in bounds. Goes back to those drills you do in the wrestling room, those 30-second, 15-second goes. You need to get that quick escape. What do you do? So let's see if Sloan can explode out the whistle. Still that first move, got to create motion. 12 seconds left.
And Elam in the entire 30-second period is able to ride it out against Sloan.
Elam was able to get that ride out, so now he's got the choice, went neutral. Now pretty much all he has to do is keep his defense up, not give up the takedown.
And that's it.
That's it.
Riding time will decide it. Save for a score from Sloan.
Green, you got a warning.
Stall warning on Elam.
And circling back in.
Sloan not able to get the job done in the second tiebreak. And Rocky Elam, on the strength of a 30-second ride out of the first tiebreak, is your Big 12 champion at 197 pounds.
Solid win there for Elam. A lot of hand fighting, not a lot of shots going off, but very technical match right there, very tactical. You guys are paddling through the positions. Hard ride was the difference maker. Good job.
So that's 5 different champions in 5 years at 197 pounds, as Elam will look to become an All-American for the 3rd time this year when he heads to this mat in Tulsa.
Rocky, congratulations. That was physically taxing, I could tell. What allowed you to ride him out?
You know, I think getting choice in the second helps, but that's just a tactical thing, you know. We always work keeping pressure forward, and we train these situations where we got 30 to go. You know, they always say You know, if you want to be a champion, you always got to ride out for 30 seconds and be able to get away in 30 seconds. So I kind of stick to that mindset and that game plan.
I think unofficially Missouri clinched the Big 12 championship with that victory.
Yes.
What has Coach Smith been preaching to the troops about the team title?
I'd say the biggest thing is we're prepared. You know, we spend a lot of time in these specific areas, these areas that we know we're going to see. And we got guys doing uncommon things. We got guys staying after, getting one mores in. And, you know, that kind of stuff, it tends to add up over a season, over a year, over multiple years of training. So, preparation.
Congratulations, Rocky.
Thank you.
It's all about the one mores, Mike.
That's right, and add one more to the ledger for the Missouri Tigers, a 12th consecutive conference